Oh yeah, Pokemons.
Yes, today we are going to be doing Pokemon. And just like anyone around my age or younger or even older, it's impossible for someone to not like Pokemon. I'm even wearing my Team Rocket shirt for this video occasion. Now, while there are people who hate Pokemon, it's very rare. There's no shock that I like Pokemon, especially since I brought it up in my last video. And I used the Dragons legendaries from Black and White as an example. So today I want to talk about the dragons in Pokemon. But there's so many more dragons and it's really hard to choose. Do I just choose a Dragonite? Or because that was pretty much the only dragon Pokemon back then. While there was many more added on, it's just there's so many to add, it's hard to make a good video about them without seeming too long. So I thought I would be simple and just talk about what dragon Pokemon are.
So what do I mean exactly by a Pokemon dragon? Well, what does it mean to be Pokemon dragon? Well, let's look way back at Lance, the original dragon trainer. So Lance in Gen 1 uses Pokemon that aren't exactly dragon types, such as Gyarados and Aerodactyl for starters.
So in Generation 2, we actually did get an 8-group system, which actually did allow a bit of an explanation of why these things are counted as dragons, since they are part of the 8 group. But Aerodactyl isn't part of the Dragon 8 group. And while they did throw in Charizard in the help with his dragon theme, there's just a lot of Pokemon that are in that 8 group that just don't make sense, such as Sceptile and Scraggy. Well, Sceptile does have a little bit of dragon look to it. When you look at it, does dragon come to mind? Especially something like Scraggy, that dark fighting type? Doesn't come to my mind.
So one thing I found very confusing was what defines a dragon type, or what even defines a Pokemon being dragon monster, until I noticed something very similar. They all have a very similar weakness towards fairies and ice types, and that really just kind of piqued my interest in this idea.
The ice part, I fully understand. Dragons are normally represented being cold-blooded type creatures, so they obviously would freeze up and die from cold air simply because their body's not designated or designed for a colder atmosphere. However, why fairies? Why are fairies specific designated to harm dragons? Fairies are normally associated with creatures of light and creatures of helpful nature. Good, very good, benevolent things. But they are dragons and dark types. Does that mean that dragons and Pokemon are inherently evil? Because why else? Why would they be specifically designed to harm dragons? That was the entire purpose of their creation. They needed to weaken dragons game-wise, and they decided to call it fairies. So what does that mean? I think that kind of takes a more Western perspective. Because when you look at Pokemon, there's very few Eastern-designed dragons. Most of it is Western-designed creatures. And even then, what are the dragons based on? Like, dragon types are usually considered closely related towards the, I guess it's closing all of them as the dinosaur type things in that world. Considering that when you look at the recent game X and Y, there was actually a fossil rock and a dinosaur came out and it turned out to be dragon. Aerodactyl, somewhat of a dragon, but then not all are dragons. So, what's up with that? I am very confused. So far I've considered myself a very calm guy when it comes to these videos. No freakouts, no nothing. I'm just talking and expressing my ideas. But after hours of looking and finding, I can't find any cohesive connection to this, and it's driving me nuts! Screw this, I'm out, I quit. Solve your own damn thing. Screw you guys. I'm out. God damn Pokemon being unable to connect anything.